Well, it's gonna be 5 o'clock soon, so I'm just making a quick video. I'm going to talk to you about the books, my favorite books. So, well, one of the first books, okay, I love to read. I mean, before when I was younger, I used to read more than I do now, because I open up a book when I'm, like, bored, but, like, before, I used to read all the time. One of the first books that I really liked was, well, there's this library that we don't go to anymore, but I remember I went with my dad to the library, and there was, like, these books that they were giving away for free, and you can tell that I really like this book because it's all torn up and taped up, and, like, I read it, like, so many times, and it's called My Three Girls by Suzanne, Floyd or something like that. And basically it's about these 3 girls and their teacher Karen, and basically their mom, the 3 girls' mom, drops them off at, like, leaves them at the school, drops them off at the school, and then she leaves them there. But, like, first she talks to Karen, and, like, Karen's like, I'm not gonna watch your kids, but, like her mom didn't listen and just left them there. And so, like, Karen found the kids outside, and no, not Karen, Dana, her the teacher's name is Dana, and basically she ends up taking care of these 3 girls, and she meets, like, this man, and that's, I think, their uncle, the 3 girls' uncle or something like that. And basically their mom didn't really take care of them. She neglected them and sort of abused them and locked them up in a closet and stuff. And they find out that the mom killed herself. Like, she hung herself inside of, like, the garage or something. And, like, the house is filthy. They went to go get their clothes, and, like, the house is filthy. And, like, yeah. And so, like, the kids want Dana to be, like, their mom, and so, like, I think they end up getting married and stuff. Like, it's been a while since I've read it, but, like, I used to read this. Can you see how torn up this shit is? Look. It's, like, really torn up. Like, I read it so many times. And it's just something about this book, like, I really loved it. Like, I loved it. Like, I loved this book. Like, I thought I was going to hate it, but I read through it, and I loved it. And it's a super romance novel. And this is, like, the first book that I think that I, like, was, like, my first favorite book. And, like, other things that I used to read back when I was younger was, R.L. Stine books, okay? Fearsteet, not Goosebumps. I hate Goosebumps. This is the only book that I can, like, well, there's a couple of them in my closet, but this is, like, Dangerous Girls, the second book. Let's see, my favorite Fearsteet book, it was one of those, like, series where it's about, like, these people, no, these twin girls, okay? And one of the twin girls dies, and the other one lives. And then they make a second book where they, have, like, people living in the house. And then they have, like, a third book when they're remaking, like, the story of, like, the first book. And, like, the sister's playing the girl who died. And then in the end, like, the house burns in a fire. And, like, her twin sister's, like, waving. And, like, the guy's like, I think she's saying her final goodbyes. And, like, her twin sister's, like, looking, like, I don't know what that's called. And I remember another book by the Fearsteet where this girl got murdered by a police officer in the woods. And, like, I specifically remember reading this part when the girl goes inside of the other girl's house, the dead girl's house, and she looks at the photo, and, like, the photo comes alive, and she's like, no! And, like, yeah, I remember that. I don't know what that book is called by R.L. Stine, but there's, like, a couple of them that I remember reading. Like, I don't know why, but, like, I guess they really scared the shit out of me or something. There's this one, I think it's called like Date Night or something, or like First Date, and the guy keeps trying to like kill the girl during the date, but like she makes it impossible, and it's so funny. And like I think maybe I'm confusing it with another R. Stine book, but like in the end, like the the girl's best friend and like the guy like ended up like having sex, and like you betrayed me and da 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 da, and like something like that, and it was weird. Um, okay. Another book that I used to like. Okay, I'm trying to do this all in order. Like I should have done the Fearsteet in order, because Fearsteet was like the first things that I started reading, like all throughout like elementary and middle school, and then this, and then my sister Maria, for like my 13th birthday, gave me this book called The Clique, and it's like about like friends, and like it's a clique, the pretty committee. And there's Massey, which I used to think it was pronounced Macy, but then the movie came out and it's like Massey. Like, what the fuck? I hate that. I wish her name was Macy instead of Massey. Like, I hate that. And Alicia, I thought it was spelled Alyssa or something like that, but it's about this clique and like Claire, and at first they didn't want Claire to like be friends, and like Claire got like sort of like made Massey, like they made her hate her, and like yeah, and then she took over, and then like I don't know, they end up becoming friends, and they have like about like 12 of these books, and I have all of them, but I've been slacking because there's like a couple, there's like right when they started making the Alphas series, which doesn't have Massey, but it has Sky, the girl that she was competing with for like the hidden room or whatever, and like I stopped after a while because I went to a different series. But these series I love. And then the Barcode Tattoo. You need to read this. It's about like it's like in the future, and it's like this kind of reminds me of like the Bible and like the mark of the beast and stuff, because like the barcode, and they have to have a barcode, and like there's something wrong with the barcode, and like it kills people, and like it destroys people's lives, and like the main character's father killed himself, and then like the mom goes crazy, and like she sets like herself on fire or something like that, because like she knows like what's going on, and like she says that she had to like they killed the babies, like if they know that they're not going to be healthy when they get older, they kill them when they're asleep, or they open up the window and let them freeze. And basically it's about her fighting against the barcode, and they try and like catch her and try to like make her get the barcode, because like she turns like 16 or 17, she's supposed to have it, and like since it destroyed like her family, like she doesn't want to get it, and so she's running, and like people are trying to find her, and like there's 2 of them, and I haven't finished the second one, sadly, because like I stopped. I don't know why I stopped, but I did. And I kind of judge a book by its cover, because like every book, it's kind of like depressing, like there's always some sort of like a problem. Like this one's about friendship and crap, and like this is like I used to like vampires and stuff, and so like scary shit, like I used to be like into horror stuff, horror movies and books and stuff when I was younger, and people with like problems. Like I like the type of books, like besides like the horror stuff, like I like stuff that's sort of like real but like it's fake, like murder and stuff, and like the supernatural, like I think that shit's real. Some of you may not believe in it and like don't care for it, but like I like stuff like that, and like stuff that's realistic. I don't like stuff about fairies and crap. Like I don't like that type of shit. And like yeah. Another book that I like. Okay. Another book that I like is Candy by Kevin Brooks. It's about this guy named Joe, and he meets this girl named Candy, and she's a prostitute and a heroin addict. And he becomes attracted to her, and like Candy has this pimp named Iggy who's like really like dark and mean, and like tries to kill him, but it doesn't work, and he still can't stay away from Candy. And like like at the end, like Candy, well, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't give it away, but she decides like to not like, she decides to like quit, and like they go to like this penthouse or whatever, like some sort of like house that Joe and his family used to go to, and like she with the like detox thing and like okay. Okay. Hold up.